Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Rando Geek. All right, so interesting article here regarding T-Mobile. Interesting in the fact that I'm glad to see that, they're at least making an attempt here. Of course, not without reason. Who am I talking about? T-Mobile, yes. We all know about the data breaches, one too many to count, something that we're really just sick of hearing. It's important to know that T-Mobile has had one of the largest amount of data breaches in the wireless industry. We are starting to see other carriers catch up. at&t has had a number of them recently, and over the course of the last couple of years, we're just starting to hear about a lot of those data breaches now. So it's a mess overall with data breaches within the wireless industry and with big companies in general. Consumer information is a sacred thing. When we join companies, when we sign up, we are really hoping that our data is protected. We're not going in hoping that our data will wind up on a dark web like has been happening to us, right? So with that being said, we understand that things can happen. Sometimes mistakes are made. Sometimes it's not the company in itself, but someone from within that just doesn't follow the rules, isn't aware of the situation or how serious things really are. They're not trained, or whatever the reason may really be. Maybe it's an intentional thing. It happens. Unfortunately, it happens too often. It happens too often within T-Mobile. It happens too often within at&t, and it happens too often within companies in general. And the consumers are unfortunately the ones that pay. Even when there is a lawsuit and payments are made on behalf of the victims, we know that the victims are not the ones that see the benefit here. They get a check for $50 to $100 if they're lucky. The lawyers get paid. T-Mobile wipes the slate clean. They get to pursue their business and make continuous profits. And the customer is the one just left holding all the problems, right? The heavy garbage bags, because they're the ones now that got stressed out. They're the ones that got aggravated. They're the ones that might have their information sold on the dark web to people that shouldn't be touching it, right? And they might have problems with their credit now. They may have problems with their bank, all kinds of things that shouldn't be happening and are the results of a company not taking cybersecurity serious. All right, so with that being said, throwing that out there, T-Mobile is supposedly investing a ton of money to invest and improve their cybersecurity practices. Now, we've all been saying T-Mobile needs to do this. They need to really get involved and step up their game when it comes to protecting consumer information. So it looks like that is what's happening. This, of course, is not out of the kindness of their heart, not because they feel guilty about what's been happening, but they've been ordered to do so. They've been ordered to pay $15.75 million in civil penalties to the U.S. Treasury. And as part of the settlement with the Federal Communications Commission, the FCC, finally getting on top of them, T-Mobile will be investing millions of dollars in intensifying its cybersecurity operations. All right, they're saying that this is the same amount that T-Mobile is spending on its internal cybersecurity investment. So according to T-Mobile, they will be making the following improvements to cybersecurity. Corporate governance. T-Mobile's Chief Information Security Officer will give regular reports to the board concerning T-Mobile's security posture and business risks that are posed by cybersecurity. They're saying this is a foundational requirement for all well-governed companies. Corporate boards need both visibility and cybersecurity domain experience in order to effectively govern. This commitment ensures that the board's visibility into cybersecurity is a key priority going forward. All right, next up, modern zero trust architecture. So T-Mobile has agreed to move forward toward a modern zero trust architecture and segment its networks. This is one of the most important changes organizations can make to improve their security posture. Lastly, robust identity and access management. T-Mobile has committed to broad adoption of multi-factor authentication methods within its network. This is a critical step in securing critical infrastructure, such as their telecommunications networks. Abuse of authentication methods, for example, through the leakage, theft, or deliberate sale of credentials, is the number one way that breaches and ransom attacks begin. Consistent application of best practice identity and access methods will do more to improve cybersecurity posture than almost any other single change. They're saying that they hope that through this investment, they will be able to tighten up its security and won't lead to another hack in the future. Now, we're going to have to wait and see. At least, at the very least, the FCC has finally gotten on top of them and gave them basically a whacking in the behind and said, listen, this is what you got to do. On top of this fee, which is a heavy fee, 15.75, at least it's a sizable fee. It should be more. It should be 100 million. But anyway, at least they're finally forcing them to actually step up and take action, not just pay a fee, not just write a check and then look the other way blindly, like I said, while customers are the ones left holding all the problems. So we'll see if this does anything. I just really hope that if there is another hack, something further, something deeper is done about this. Because if they're saying that they're investing all this money and then we're still seeing hacks, right? They need to be investigated. Something needs to happen. Something is just not right. Something is going on. Either information is being sold from within. Something isn't right. That's all I know. I can't really say anything else that I haven't already said. There's a zero tolerance for these types of situations when it happens on a reoccurring situation, right? When it's constantly reoccurring, we can't say, sorry, T-Mobile, we get it. We feel bad for you. No. Companies have to do better. So this is a step up. We'll see if it works. As always, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.